If you're a guest on this call, let me know on the chat. Put I'm a guest on the call. Okay. I know it's been a while. A lot of people on the Next Wave group heard about us. All right. And I just want to take out this time to just give you a clear communication as to what we involve. In case you're a guest, let me know if you're a guest on the call. All right. I know some of you probably be listening to this, all right, as a recording. And but I just want to know if those people already in the call, we already have guests on the call. Okay, let me know. Let me know if we have guests. If we don't have guests, okay. I'm gonna make this aspect of the call, all right, to kind of appeal to guests. I know this week is going to be a great week, so I'm going to make this a discussion, a business discussion, because sometimes our mind have been played on so hard that we are programmed to repel information, mostly when they touch some areas of possibilities. So I'm simply going to introduce myself. My name is Ken Brimo. I'm a forex educator. I've been in the environment of trading for about 4 years, but in digital technology, I've been here for about 8 years. I've been able to discover opportunities that have enriched the lives of thousands of people. I've mastered the craft of trading, and I'm helping people win in the environment of trading. Over the year, a year or two, all right, I've been in an environment where I've really honed my skill, and I've shown people that it's possible to stay growing and really resourceful when it comes to trading. All right. And the month of September, I actually resigned from the company that I learned trading from, and I became one of the most vicious educators in the space of trading Forex binary options. And I'm going to share on this call the reason why I resigned and the opportunity in it. Okay, but I'm also going to share on the call the problems in the market that a lot of people are facing, because that's really what the call is about. All right, it's going to be so simple. And some of you that have already been in this environment, it's going to make it more clearer to you, because we are kind of like in a different environment, but some people have not known that we are in a different environment. I'm not talking about Forex. I'm talking about a different environment of consciousness. I know it was going to take me time to convey this. All right, but they say repetition does the mastery. So I'm always going to be doing my best in doing so, because the moment you understand your foundation, you're going to understand the journey quite well. All right. So one of the biggest problem in trading, I'm diving into the opportunity right now. One of the biggest problem in trading that people have literally experienced, all right, is the problem of growing accounts. All right. It's not the problem of education. There is availability of education. I believe you guys agree with me. True or true? Put true on the chat. There's always been the availability of education, how to do. True or true? All right. But the implementation of the how to do has been a major problem. And most times we look at the problem and the cause effects. We look at the problem, but we ignore the cause effects. Now, a lot of people are exposed to education. So that's why you see a lot of people, they are in either one school or the other. They are either in one program or the other. All right. They see people winning, but majority of the people are not winning because there is a cause effect. And people talk less on the cause effect. All right. There's a major problem in the world that has kept people poor, all right, and kept a few rich. People ignore this fact. One of the things I'm going to be doing in my course, or we'll do with our mentorship, is we've created mediums to allow some people skip part of the things that will not be an effect, that it will not make you fall on the major last. But we are also going to highlight these things, all right? And one of these things is people are poor, not because of the lack of opportunity. They are poor because of status quo. Okay. And status quo caused by lack of knowledge, what you don't know, what you are not exposed to know. Okay. So when it comes to trading, I'm just going to streamline it to trading. You are going to make money not because of the job you're doing. You're going to make money because of the level of investment knowledge you have. How many of you agree with me? Okay. Your investment knowledge will lead to your investment potential. So there are a couple of things I'll be doing in the course of trading, all right? That a lot of people, the more you get exposed to these things, it's going to change the way you trade. Yeah. Now, hopefully it's going to take away some people from the environment, hopefully, all right? Because one of the things I pride my mentorship or leadership on is I don't want to be in relationship with someone that was not supposed to be here and they didn't know they were not supposed to be here. We've seen many industry carry people, lead people, not because they are deceitful, but because they did not communicate the truth people need to know. I will. That's one of my model is I'm a person of truth. I don't know how to lie. I don't know how not to tell the truth. Okay, because I believe that I carry a burden of walking people to where I want them to be. I cannot walk someone who does not know where they are going. So the best thing is to self-knowledge is quite important. Why am I highlighting on this topic? All right. Is it related to trading? Amazingly, yes. So a lot of people are trading, all right, with the wrong concept. Okay, trading is not going to make you rich. That's the first sad note I'm going to tell you. Trading does not make people rich, all right? It's investing in trading that makes you rich. Did you guys get that? So let's clear that out because I know I said the sour note and I corrected it right now. Do you guys get that? Put I got it on the chat. Okay, I got it. Let me know on the chat. So the first concept, a lot of people say, if I learn trading, I can know how to make money. Okay, then I can be rich. You know, that's not the concept. Okay, if you learn the skill set of investing and you understand trading, you could invest in trading and be rich. Am I communicating with someone on the chat on this call? Okay, but when it comes to investing, what is the most important thing in investment? What qualifies you to invest for investing? All right. I need you guys to talk to me. I want to know. I want to make it a conversation. It's so simple. What qualifies you for investing? Capital. All right. One of the most unique and important things for you as an investor is your capital. You can act. So capital is very essential. But we see a lot of people involved in trading with no capital or with the fear of capital. Investors source for mediums to invest money. They don't want to keep money. They want to invest it. But if you're trading, you're keeping money, you're scared. You're not an investor. So we see over 90% of people in this environment, all right, they're already playing against themselves. Okay, because this investment, when you were learning Forex, they told you that the major players were who? I need you guys to type it on the chat. Were who? All right, you guys talk to me on the chat so that it doesn't look as if I'm sharing something Cambridge just brought up. You know, who are the major players in the Forex market? The banks. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. The banks, yeah, you could not just the banks, the federal government, huge financial company, hedge funds, insurance companies. All right. What do you think that's synonymous with these people? They have a cash flow of capital. Okay, they have a cash flow capital. Are you like them? That's why you don't make money like them. That's why majority of people don't make money like the banks. That's why you can't trade like the banks, because their trading uniqueness or their trading advantage comes from the size of their capital. All right. Is this making sense to someone? Now, when they teach you Forex, they don't teach you these things I'm trying to teach you. I'm giving you guys free knowledge so that you guys can make right decisions to know where you are. A lot of Forex traders are lost. And I wish I could have time. All right. One of the things I'm doing in this next year, I'm going to be creating programs, awareness programs that will tell the truth in these environments in a wider range. People could start making crazy money if they only know the truth. All right. So capital is something very essential. A lot of people don't have access to it. So they are trying to use the skill set to get access to capital, which is correct. But if you have the right approach, but people don't have the right approach. They think I can bring my salary and just get the cash. No, there are two ways to approach Forex. First, use it to create cash flow. Then two, all right, use the cash flow to invest. But a lot of people didn't understand how to do this. We can offer you a way to do this. That's the first opportunity in Pewatnation. All right, with us, we give you this. I'm a proof of that. Okay. Before this environment, my streams of income are digital investing. But when I came into this environment, everything was resided in this environment. That's the first thing I did. So over the last couple of years, I've been able to use this thing to create cash flow. Okay, the next part of this call, we're going to be drifting down another call. I'm going to have a talk with my team, the team right now. You're free to join. Okay, just some insights. Cash flow. I need everybody to have cash flow on the chart. It's very powerful. Okay, so there are phases to learning the skill. I learned to create cash flow. Okay, now my cash flow I am using to invest. So I'm stable. I'm like the banks. I could model like the banks. I can never be poor in Forex because why I have cash flow. Okay, so I'll say soft on that. Let me stay on the message. All right. So now I know there will be a lot of questions you guys are asking within already, but at the same time, there is so much beauty of clarity that is coming. All right. You know the right thing. When you know the right thing, you make the right decision. So another thing is some people have access to cash flow. All right. But the skill to growth in business is discipline. All right. How to grow through discipline is one thing a lot of people don't have access to. In trading, you need discipline to grow. Even if you have access to cash flow, you need discipline to grow funds. Okay. Because of the environment of haste, people want to make money with haste. People don't understand that discipline is an environment. Discipline is not a skill set you learn. All right. So when I use the word skill set, I'm actually giving you guys an insight to a community of environments. In nature, it's an environment. It's almost like a culture. Okay. If you stay under an environmental a disciplined parent, it's natural you're going to be disciplined in nature. Discipline is an environment, it's something you adapt to. Okay. So we've seen a lot of people independent. Trading is something, it's hard independently. I'll tell you guys it's true. All right. Successful traders come from dependent environments. And they build independent success from dependent environment. Just want to write that down. You may understand it as a cause of you just meditating on it. I was able to stay disciplined from a dependent environment. I had mentors. The only bridge to success is mentorship. You cannot do what you've not done before. All right. But one of the major problems of people, entrepreneurs, is, all right, they tend to break out easily because of fear of dependency. Okay. People don't like to stay in mentorship for long because of the fear of people are scared of people. All right. So we have a dependent spirit. We always want to depend on ourselves. True or true? How many of you agree with me? We're scared of depending on people. True or true? Because of things that have happened in society, failures, or what if. All right. So we're always scared on depending on people. So there is this part of us that wants to make it for ourselves. All right. It's not your fault. That's in nature. But I'll tell you this, everything you're going to build for yourself is what you know. So if you don't know, you can build it for yourself. So that's why people go through hell to make it. I went through hell to make it. I shouldn't have done that if I had a mentor to help me. All right. So sometimes, and trust me, sometimes it's good because you discover your natural instincts if you're going to really be successful. But a lot of people fail. 90% of people fail in the quest. But if you had a mentor, just guide you through. You don't have to. Who said you have to go through that? You could learn everything you want to learn through mentorship. All right. You could. But sometimes people like to go through the safe way. People understand this language. I think society has sold it self-made. How many of you understand that language? People celebrate self-made. All right. True or true? Just like I said, it's a conversation. First part of this call. People celebrate, they pride themselves when they say they are self-made. Okay. The truth is, the people you really call self-made, none of them is self-made. They cannot be self-made. Even as much as I did most of the things I did myself, I can't say I am self-made because at one point or the other, I depended on someone's principles. I just a liar when I say I'm self-made. I'll be a true liar. All right. Man was built to depend on outside knowledge, all right, to interpret. Yeah, your inner knowledge will interpret outside extension, but you need outside extension as a mirror of your inside knowledge. Okay, that will not be a tendency of our call today, but I want you guys to understand that the true level of success you're going to have is going to be based on your level of exposure to mentorship. So people don't have that. People don't have the environment. People learn the skill set, but they don't have an environment of discipline. Okay, there's no cultured environment of discipline. That's one of the things I'm building with Pewatnation. We're giving people a cultured environment of discipline where, all right, they could do two things. You don't have access to equity. All right, what if we give you access to equity and the only thing you need is what? Cultured environment of discipline to get access to that equity. So now you could literally learn the skill and invest. How many of you think that makes sense? All right, how many of you think that makes sense? So some people, all right, when you go started in trading, they give you access to $10,000 or $100,000 of a demo account. How many of you did well when they give you that money? Be very honest. You did well when you started practicing trading account with $100,000 demo. I need everybody to be honest. Your first mode of learning was profit, true or true? The natural first instinct of a man is profit. But when your fears start coming in, it's loss. When we started trading our demo first, if they tell you to do anything now, you see profit. You are inbuilt to stay profitable. But when your fears of life, what you don't have, start coming in, when you start leading yourself with your natural nature, all right, you tend to go in the direction of your fears. That is why you need a community. You need people. What I'm saying is not magic. A lot of people have suffered what they are not supposed to suffer because they're in the wrong environment, either self, all right, or what it is they don't know. So it's something you will beat, but you need help to beat that. So now let me give you a plain definition of Pewatnation. All right. So the problem of trading is some people don't have access to equity. Okay, we found ways traders, all right, could access equity. All right, legitimate ways that you could access leverage in the tune of thousands of dollars. Like you could literally turn your demo account to live account. Is that good news? All right, you guys let me know if that's good news. So put good news on the chat. So that's the first good news we bring. So now you could literally turn the fantasy of your demo account of demo trading, okay, into live. You could access demo trading as live. How? There are institutions that have literally found that there are successful traders. And if they could harness the power of leverage, there are people who are here in this industry to make money off your work. They want to make you laborers. So there are people who are interested in giving you money, all right, to trade for them. And now there are people who don't have access to money. So there is a relationship between the one who needs access to money and the one who needs the skill to grow the money. Okay, so institutions have created brokerage platforms to give access to traders who need cash. But one thing they did is they are business people, all right? And they literally want people with credibility of growth. And the only way they could prove credit, they don't want you to submit what you've done, do it live. Okay, so they created what we call an evaluation system for traders. All right, that if you go through a form of evaluation and you pass the evaluation, they give you access to any form of account you need. All right, so let's say you need an access to $100,000 account. I'm saying this literally, but that's what it is. All right, if you need access to $100,000 account now, the institution says to get access to $100,000 account, all right, you're going to have to access it with about $400 and something. Okay, that you're buying into access to equity. If you need access to $10,000, you're going to access it to about $89. Okay, so they have different fee up to the tune of $300,000 for different level of institutional traders. So what are they saying? First is they're going to evaluate you if you are credible of getting $100,000 live account. And what do you have to do? All right, it's just a couple of few things. that the English is not correct. All right. I can't say a couple of few things. It doesn't make sense. Okay. So just a couple of things. One is they want to prove that you're disciplined enough to handle losses. All right. And now this brings the skill set of trading. Some people don't have it, but just listen to this. They want to know you're disciplined enough to handle losses so you won't lose their money. How did they do that? They give you a day margin. All right. In a day, don't lose 5% of my money. So I'm willing to give you my money, but I want to know if you're not going to lose. Credibility of a trader is how to manage losses. So if you could manage every day, don't lose 5%, you are a good trader. The second thing is, I know you may be a good trader not losing 5%, but I also have to give you what you don't have to lose because I don't want to lose my money. Don't lose more than 10% in a month or 12% in a month. All right? Because if you lose that, you're not credible to handle live $100,000. I can't do business with you. So the only thing you don't have to do, don't lose 5% a day and don't lose 12% a month or 10% a month. How many of you think that's amazing? All right, let me know in the chat. How many of you love not to lose? How many of you are not ready to love? How many of you are ready to learn how not to lose? If you know that there's an opportunity for you to manage losses, would you learn? Are you willing to learn not to lose money? Let me know. So there's an inspiration of the skill set. Some people have not learned how not to lose money in trading. But if you know that learning to not lose money is highly profitable, give you access to equity, would you learn it? So that's an inspiration. Now, a lot of people that were not inspired to learn, so they started learning, but there was no inspiration, so they didn't learn where they fall out. But if you knew that there's $100,000 to gain if you only learn not to lose 10% a month, you'll practice it, even if it takes you 1 year. True or true? I'll say yes to that. So, but Kenvry, that's just on losses. What's the profit side? The company said, if you can stay out of loss, but we need profit, if in 30 days you could grow an account of 8%, you could grow your account 8%, that's on your profit margin. We're not saying 100%, like some of us when we came in, we're like thieves. All right. If we've not done 5%, 100% in a month, we don't think we're growing. Why? Because we're like thieves. We think this will sabotage success. We think we'll make this money overnight. No. And there was a day, I'm going to say this. In my early career of trading, all right, I was actually avoiding fund management. There were people who were trying to give me fund management. There was there listening to somebody. I didn't know the word. There's going to be that conversation. He said, how much do you think you would do in the master? Just to avoid the person, I said, I don't want to do 12% in a month. I thought because people then were doing 30%, 45% a month. That's amazing. You see someone. I said, because I want to reject the person. I didn't want to, because I know many people would have said, he said, I won't give you my money. All right. He said, I can't give you my money if you're even doing 12%, because you will not last long in this environment. You know, and the person educated me with some stuff. He said, credible people in this space, all right, they just want to see a truthful person say, I'll give you 4 or 5% a month. They'll give you millions, because why? It's going to be easy for you to stay disciplined and do that. You think the banks don't have sense, all right? They are not too stupid. So, but that's not the goal. But one thing I want to tell you is this, all right? Aiming for high percentage are not the ways of successful people. They want little things over a long period of time. How many of you guys agree with me? All right, little things over, because they have volume, because the environment was made for volume. Okay, but when we have low volume, that causes our indiscipline, because we want to do things with speed and we bring in what? The sad things, the wrong mindset, the wrong things. We want to do things with speed. All right, and we alter the nature of success, okay, because we want to do things with speed. Nobody told me this, all right, but I learned it the hard way. And a lot of you guys are already learning it the hard way. Why don't we put a stop to it and really get things right? Okay, that is our model. We want to get things right. It may look slow to you, but Trust me, it's the fastest way to success, all right, without privilege. So these people said 8% a month. They want to test you 8% a month. If you do that first 30 days, they'll test you another phase. Repeat it. If you can do 5% another month. So that a total of 13% in 60 days. How many of you think you can do that with your already experience? Because I'm already talking to people who want to learn right now. You know within yourself, there are some of you that have done 100% a month. But what if there is a guided way you could do this? You may not know the guided way, but what if someone offers you that guided way? What if you give yourself 3 to 6 months to guide yourself to do this? Do you think it would be a wise idea? Because what the company says that the moment you could do this, they will give you $100,000 account. And the good thing is now you have access to $100,000 trading equity. Because they trust you, you've grown it a month and you repeated it the second month. So, and you didn't lose. All right. So you're a profitable trader. So whatsoever you do, they are willing to give you 80% so that you could keep doing it for them. So trading equity is never a problem if you know how to trade. But the question is, some people don't know how to trade. And when I say know how to trade, I'm not talking about the skill set, know how to grow money. All right. What if we know how to grow money and we just invited you to copy how to grow money? Would you be willing to learn? All right. That is the question here tonight. What if we know how to grow money and all you just need to do is copy and learn how to, oh no, I'll use this word, learn how to copy how to grow money. Because you may not know how to grow money. Would you be willing to learn how to grow money by copying, following instructions? So we offer the resource to help you grow other people's money so that you can have access to it. Because the very vital stage of a young trader is for them to have access to equity. Access to equity will help them learn the skill longevely. Okay, that is what we offer. So if you've something that you're interested, that is really this opportunity here tonight. That's the opportunity here in Pewatnation. We just made it so simple. Okay, we know a lot of people have been struggling in trading. One thing that will solve the struggles in trading, if you have access to equity, it may be hard for you to do it by yourself. What if we do it as a community? So one thing we do is, all right, we made our community to serve traders that want to get access to funded accounts and pass the phases of funded account through our resources. We have trading sessions, what we call live ideas for trading, trades that you could take in these accounts and literally pass it. Now it's going to be a challenge in your first month because you have to adapt. All right, like the baggages we bring in, I can't change that overnight. But one thing I can guarantee you is that if you put your mind to just following instructions, right, you're going to stay profitable. Okay, within your space of 3 months, some of you are going to be bidding yourself. All right, you're going to be bidding yourself success. You're going to be accepting success for yourself. You're going to be trading 10,000, 100,000, 50,000, whatever account. Just discipline yourself within your first 3 months to adapt to following instructions. Now, this is the model. You want to get access to equity. All right, learn and leverage the skill set to invest. Okay, so there's a goal, there's a 6-month goal. Some of you are going to start the foundation of a 6-year, or a six-figure income year. Because I believe that if you get access to a funded account, let's say 10,000, if you do it in your first 2-3 months, all right, your next 6 months, some of you are going to have access to 100,000. And if you have access to 100,000, just picture profits. If you do 10% of $100,000, how much is that? Okay, that's $10,000. If they share 80% with you, that's $8,000. Just, I try not to do this because we've done it several times. Get people hyped. I'm not trying to hype anybody. All right, but one thing I know that we're going to create one of the biggest community of people who have access to equities, because that's our focus now. Okay, the skill set people have already learned, but people don't have money to trade the skill set. So if we use the skill set, this environment of mentorship to empower people to get the equity through the skill set and the discipline environment, we're going to be the most powerful, one of the most powerful, all right, trading fronts. So that is really what we have. All right. Does that make sense? So you're asking, how can I be part of Pewatnation? It just takes you $175 or $300. So there is a package. All right. I partner with a company for me to have a system for access. So everybody who's connected to me right now came into access with this system with a company called iGenius. All right. Because that has already taken care of the systematic side of membership. So you get into this company as a member, you get registered, we get you into Pewatnation. And everything we do is simple. I'm going to just take, I'm going to give you guys an insight into Pewatnation and the activity we do so that you guys understand. Okay, let me log in. Sorry. How many of you are enjoying this discussion? Let me know in the chat. So, like I said, I was going to make it a discussion. So let me just share. Okay, so we created a community and we made sure the community addresses every type of need. All right, so we have a Discord community. And this community caters for every type of our students. All right. So we have a trade channel. What we do in the trade, so we have different trade channel. And we also understand people coming with different type of needs. Okay, but one unique thing we've done is we created an account that caters for everybody's unique need. There are a lot of people coming here. They don't know how to plot a trade. They don't know how to trade. They don't know how to do, but they can copy and paste. So we created a discipline account. All right, what we do with that discipline account? We call it the discipline account. But what it literally means is the baby. All right, the baby account. So everybody could trade this account. So we call the trade in a way that you don't have to be present to take it. You could take it ahead. It's called limit orders. We made it a way that everybody can take the trade. At your level of trading, you could do a copy and paste. You could be here and make money. It may not be as fluent as the other professionals, but this will get you on. All right, this will get you on. So how do we call the trades? You could see this trade, sell limit. We'll call the trade the way you could take it and not watch it. All right, and we moderate the trade like you guys are seeing here right now. We had an amazing week. Okay, we moderate it. We tell you when to take TP. So these are how we call the trade. All right, we give setup. We tell you when to enter. Okay, so some are like this is discipline. This you can see market some comes market execution, but we give you the parameters. All right, does that make sense? You guys understand this? Put 5 on the chart. So anybody, we are behind the scene to moderate this trade. So you know that you're not alone on this. Imagine you're working with the eyes of a mentor. All right. Good. So this is how we moderate our trade. ADJ power buy limit. Here is more of limits, pending orders. We call it PO. So that literally everybody could now this is challenging. All right, this is challenging, but we have to cater for those who don't know how to trade. All right, so that nobody have an excuse. The only excuse is going to be your work schedule. Maybe you're not available on the time the trade was called, but that is literally not the fault of that. That's your decision. Okay, yeah. So, but that's what we do with our discipline account. What's the uniqueness of the other accounts? So we have strategy accounts. There are people who come in here. All right, they already have the skill set, and there are more opportunities in projects. So we have setups that we'll watch. All right, and this is basically based on your little knowledge. So we may say, okay, we're looking at this trade right now. If it's going to break this area, if we break above this area, we're looking at an entry. So this has multiple opportunities. All right, so And we tell our traders, if you are the type that does not know how to read a chart, at least before you learn it, stay on discipline accounts. At least those ones will serve you. 2 trades in a day, in a week, you've done your target for the week, 5%. All right. So literally, you're going to learn control here. But if you've grown to the place where you could, because some people have multiple accounts, and I don't restrict people, all right, to what you can do. You have access, you could get 1 or 2 accounts. So we have other accounts. So let's say you have other accounts. These are trades you know how to. You take them, all right? You literally take these trades. So we'll call the setups, all right? We have one amazing strategy called price trap, and people have been winning with this. Okay, we share our losses as well as we share our wins, all right? So we literally still have other educators within our system that are training skill sets, training the skills. So if you ask, will I be learning while I'm earning? Absolutely. The goal is to learn the skill set so that you can invest. So we don't want to use this to cover the road, but we want people to have access to this skill by having access to equity. So first, leverage to learn. Do you guys understand? So we put you in the way of leverage, and you are also learning. So we have educators within our system that are educating, all right? And in the broader way, we have educators within the high genius system that are also learning, calling trades, several trades, so massive trade. But we try to put one thing we've done is we've looked at for the best service to give to the student, because control is really what a lot of people lost. When you don't have control, all right, a lot of things happen, and we're trying our best. I know it's a hard thing, but we're trying our best to bring that control to only stay on, on the discipline side. Does that make sense? I mean, if you love what I've shown you. So this is how we model our community. All right, it's a unique community, unique. But I just wanted to give you guys an insight so that someone who's here today, how do you do that? Some of you love signals, you love copy and paste, we bring them to you. Okay, and we model them just for you to use it for a purpose. Get access to this equity. All right. Imagine you put your mind on getting $100,000 within the next 2-3 months, and you do something in that line. All right. In 2-3 months, you have $100,000. Okay. This thing has been there, but we were never told. It was never highlighted, but now we are highlighting it, and you guys can have access to it. If you guys think this is a beautiful model, all right, and if you're listening to this, it's something you want to do, just get back to the person who placed you on. I don't know if there's any question in regards to this. I know a lot of people do ask questions. Okay, what is about this? How do we access this access to funded account? Okay, can we know a little bit? See, there are a few things that get in our way of success. I said it from the beginning. All right. Deborah, you're daily. See, can I explain how to break even? Why are you jumping there? Okay, so I'm supposed to query you for that question, but I won't. Okay, good. There are a lot of things people do. I'm going to just share, may not be applicable to all, but this is one thing I'll do if I were you. If I am less knowledgeable about a space I want to come into, give yourself totally to mentorship. You don't know anything. You don't know what you don't know. All right, trust mentorship. At least trust that you're going to fail in the right position, in the right person's arm. Trust. The first thing you have to trust failure. A lot of people don't trust failure, but I trusted it. That's why I'm here. Okay, a lot of people don't trust it. That's why they don't want to fail. Okay, we ask questions not to make us fail. No, I ask questions to make me feel right. So if I don't know about brokers, I don't want to question people to tell me if the brokers are safe, or no, what broker should I use? All right, how do I open the broker? I know in using the broker, I would understand the broker. I don't see one mistake people make. I'm just saying this out frankly. A lot of people probably will not agree with me, but this has really been the truth out there that a lot of people ignore. Okay, questions don't make you understand things. Experience does. You agree with me? Put 5 on the chat. You want to argue with me? All right, put 10. Okay. Questions don't make you understand things. Experience make you do. Experience leads to understanding. No matter how many questions you ask how to swim, get into the water, you understand how to swim. By the time you get into the water, your experience with the water would show you how to swim. Okay. How deep is this place? Is it now I have to jump into this place? What time? These things will only give you, they only create more fears and what not to do. When you get into the water has its part to teach you how to swim. And if you have a good coach in the water, you definitely learn how to swim faster. That's life for you. If you want to learn how to trade, don't ask what trading, what are the fears. Just get into trading, learn how to buy and sell, move to support resistance. The more you start learning these things, you're going to get your experience. See, the more you start experiencing this thing, you're going to understand. When you understand, you're going to move forward. Okay? Expose your fear out there. So if you don't know anything, the best way to know it is just experience it. Tell someone who's known it. Which broker should I open? Just give me the link, I'll open. What do I need to do? Just ask the right questions. Don't feed your fears. There are a lot of fears in this industry. The moment you put them out there, you cannot do well. The moment you put your fears out there, you can't do well. Nobody can help you do well. The moment you're scared of doing something, all right, that is when you should not do it. Because if you do it scared, you're in trouble. Some of you would have to defeat your fears. So when you come in, your first phase of learning is to learn how to defeat your fears. Learn to trust the person who brought you. Learn to trust the person who gave you this idea, at least if they have a level of success. If you don't have their success, trust them because they've done it. And if they have a genuine, now some people are dubious, but if they have a genuine heart to teach you, learn the way they want to teach you, not the way you want to learn it from them. All right, now I'm talking to members. I've now switched gears to members. All right, I'm talking to team now. Okay. We make mistakes in our course of learning. That's because we are young. We need to trust in the process. Now that you are mature of understanding in life, okay, there are certain things you should hear when it comes to learning. One is give yourself totally to mentorship. What is mentorship? I don't know. Teach me. I don't know what broker to use. What broker should I use? Don't ask why should I use this broker. When you use the broker, you will know why. And when you're experiencing problem, all right, ask this question. Is it okay if I experience this problem? One common mistake is when we see problem, we bring complaint. I've always wanted to know this thing. This problem is, I've been experiencing this problem. You complain about problem. No, is it okay for me to experience this problem? How many of you just realize that question changes the way you would perceive the answer? How many just process that question right now? Talking to team members. If you had asked this question when you were experiencing problem, is there a different way you process it? True or true? All right, you guys talk to me. Okay, I should stop this. Sorry, I should